from the ground over here. Okay, that sounds really stupid, but this is where we are right now, and of course this got stretched weirdly because of how this is hanging. So anyways, I'm going to be covering this with a butt ton of stuff. I'm going to go back and finish this part later and cut it when I'm wearing it again. I wore it earlier today and I already sewed down this really ugly nappy part, so I don't know. Somehow it didn't fit properly, but I can wear this without a bra and it fits beautifully, so there's that. This bottom part here is finished. I think it's this one. I had a little bit of hard time and then I broke the seam. So I need to go back and add a little bit more and then add the finger ring so that my sleeves will fit. Later, when I'm done embellishing all of the bodice, I'm going to have to go back and make this part a tad bit tighter, and then I will finish the neckline. But that is what is finished. Hopefully you guys are excited to see it as much as I am. I have like all of these scrap pieces of, I wouldn't say it's scrap because I had to individually cut out these lace appliques. You can see it right here. So I'm just going to be laying it out and pinning it into place, and then I'm going to be sewing it. Oh, I think I just dropped one. So I'm going to be sewing it onto the dress, and I'm going to try to make sure that none of these pieces go to waste. Alright, so let's go ahead and start pinning. See that I actually got a lot of the dress done, but I ran out of a lot of beads in here. And these are beads that don't fit on my needle, so I'll go back with a beading needle. Is that a mosquito bite again? Jesus. And then I also got new beads! So we're going to pour them out in this little bowl and then bring this dress back over. Yay! Let's open this little plastic. Because who needs plastic? All done. Now we have enough beads. I didn't think this was that much. This was actually a good deal. It's not going to be as clean as these ones, but these ones are a little bit more clear. So I think it'll be fine because most of the top is done anyways. So I wanted to check in and show you my dress. So let's pull this baby over here. I had to cover it because the Chris had to come into the room for something. So this is the dress. Whoa! Oh, ah! Voila! Right now we're still working on the bodice. Remember in a previous part that this was not like this, and I want to show you the details. So you can see here all of the details of the beading and such that I've done. I still have a lot of mesh to cover up here, and I only want to go a little bit like up this way and then potentially just cut off the rest of this V shape and then go all the way like this. So it opens up a little bit more space because I get really hot wearing this dress. You can actually see the fine little details, and you know, I just want it to really stand out and pop when it comes to the wedding. I have not that many sequins left, so I went out and bought these. I think they're a little bit big, but you know, it'll be fine. I just need to cover up a little bit more area. It looks really dainty as is, but like this is not that much. And then like the side pieces don't even have that much. I already beaded a lot right here, but if I cover it and then sew these again on top, I think I'll be okay. So I do think this will be enough pieces. Hold on, I took some out, so let's see. I'm sorry if this video is like forever. It doesn't say how many pieces are in it, but you know, it's just sequins. Cool. Alright, so now we are just going to get back into sewing it. And you know, I really don't want to show this process too long because it's just me hand sewing. Hand sewing in and out, no special technique, and I'm kind of doing it randomly. So this piece is like almost finished, but I want to go across the body strip at the bottom. I have to be careful because there's been several times where I actually sew it into the mannequin, so then I had to cut the mannequin like fabric. Whoopsies! At this point, I might as well just get a new mannequin, it's pretty old. But then this part is pretty much done, and I want to show you. I'm thinking about adding more of a gradient into it so it's not so contrasty like stark, but you know, we'll see. Now I'm going to begin cutting out the mesh. The mesh I don't need in the front part anymore. I decided to make it a deep V neckline and have the sleeves all the way at the top. So I'm cutting it out carefully with the smallest scissors possible so I don't cut off any of the lace and any of the beading. So I wanted a detachable train. At this point I didn't have enough of the white material underneath, so I got some new fabric here in Denmark. This is just a nice little satin. I'm going back on the same pattern so it has the same shape, but I'm going to alter it just slightly so it has enough train and flow in the back. I made sure to only cut out the pieces that I needed, which are the side, back, and back. You need to modify the side, back, and the back to be the longest parts with the new shape. I messed up the sizing on the side back, so I had to go back and add an extra piece. Lastly, I just needed to bring this to my sewing machine and assemble it all together. Because this is detachable, I needed to make a separate waistband as well. And then after that, all I had to do was take over the last pieces of my lace and then apply it. I was running out of time, so I decided to use fabric glue on this part. Obviously, you don't have to have anything on your train, but I decided to only have embellishments at the top so it melted into the dress versus just looking like it laid on top.